Hi everyone, this is Wendy. So I'm back on to show you another little project that I have done for Aunty Vera this month, and our theme is it's like a modern man, okay? And I'm thinking, you know, just some little handmade gifts that you could give to Dad for Father's Day, or because in September is our Father's Day, and or you could make them early and have them for Christmas. So this one here, I've actually made these for my son-in-law, and I'm going to give these to him for Father's Day in September. And I've made some magnetic photo frames. It's so easy, but I think they just turned out really awesome. That's my daughter, that's my son-in-law. They went to a fancy dress party earlier this year, and I managed to get 3 photos of them all dressed up, and it was like the Great Gatsby or something they had to dress as, and they just looked all absolutely wonderful. So in this photo here, I've got my 2 grandsons there, and the paper frame is from that Gentlemans Emporium collection, and all these the little decorations, these little gold, what are they called? Flat something. What are they called? Well, anyway, these little gold embellishments here, and as well as the buttons that I've got on the corner of this one here, they came from this 28 Lilac Lane decorative embellishment little bottle, and I can get that from Aunty Vera as well. And then the twine is from this Tim Holtz Ideology paper string. Well, it's actually paper string, and it's that grey blue colour. It looks so cool. And then the back here is just some of the magnet, and I buy these magnets. It's got like a sticky back on this side here, and I just buy that from one of our local cheapo shops, and it's like $2 or $3. I think this size here, the A4, is $2.99. And then I'll just show you this one. I've done this one as well. It's got the paper string on the outside with the little bow, and a little heart button here that came from the decorative embellishments jar there, and just a little embellishment up here that says special delivery, and that was from also a Tim Holtz one, the ephemera pack. And these numbers here, 2019, they're just from some gemstone numbers that I picked up when I actually purchased the magnetic back. They just look absolutely awesome, and I know my son-in-law is going to just love them. As you all know, I've got this thing for making magnets. My fridge is getting rather full with all the the different styles and shaped magnets. But these ones here, I actually thought this would be a lovely little memento present that my son-in-law can put on his fridge, and when he comes home, he's actually a truck driver, and when he comes home, these photos are going to be there. They all had such a wonderful time at the party, you know, dressing up and everything, and you know, I just thought he would like them. So I've got another photo here that I will quickly show. Also, I have given the paper on both of them a coat of the Dimensional Magic Mod Podge, and you can also pick that up from Aunty Vera as well. Okay, so I'll just leave those ones just there. So how I started, I have just got some scrap cardboard here, and I've got my photo, and these photos are 3 inches by 4 inches, which is 7.5 by 10, I'll say roughly 10 centimetres. Just to get the frame that I wanted, I put my photo down on just the scrap piece of cardboard that I had, and just roughly measured out a rectangle. So from the rectangle, I made it, so I'll go inches because I like working in inches. So that's about 3¼ inches across, and the length is about 4¾ So from there I just cut my cardboard, and I made, the cardboard was like a template for the shape that I done. So cut my cardboard. Okay, so once I got the actual size for the outside of my frame, then what I did was I came in about 1 centimetre all around my scrap paper. So there, and there, and there, and there, and up the top here 1 centimetre, it should be there, and one over here, just so that I knew I would have a nice little frame. Then I just ruled those lines, then I just ruled the lines all the way around. And my lines are just, my dots are about there at the bottom for that much, but I might come up just a little bit because I do want just a little bit more there at the bottom. Okay, so that was it, and then it's just a matter of getting a blade and just cutting the inside out, and that gives me the actual template for my photo. So my photo is going to fit very nicely, and the part that I can frame, I can like adjust the photo just down a little bit so that it will still be attached at the sides. Now from there I used some of the offcut paper that I had left over from decorating the journals. So I have already cut out another frame for this particular photo. Okay, and all I'm going to do is grab a little bit of glue and put it on here. And I'm going to glue the paper, the decorative paper frame onto that piece of cardboard, because I do want it a little bit sturdy. So I might have to cut that cardboard down a fraction. It seemed to be a little bit wide there, but that's okay. Alright, so I'll cut that down now, and I'm just going to grab a little bit of this rusty brown ink, the Stays On ink, and I'm just going to put a little bit on the inside, just where you can see that white. I don't want the white of the cardboard that stark. So what I'm going to do now, I'm going to put my photo in the frame, which is just a matter of putting some double-sided tape right around the edge here. So that's going to go there, that one down there, and this tape is mainly just to keep the photo in place, because this is all going to be stuck on to the back of the magnet. And pick that up. Now just center this to where I want it. Just about there, I think. That looks so pretty. They're so gorgeous, my girls. Now, before I actually stick all of this onto the back of the magnet, I am going to, I haven't really worked out how I want to decorate this yet. So, I might just grab, I want to kind of like keep the colours the same as here, so I've still got some little grey buttons, and I've also got some of that twine, so I might frame that as well. I might use this twine to frame it. So I'm going to do all this now before I actually put the Mod Podge on. Okay, now I want this colour here. And I do like the way that that got framed before, so what I'd done was just went round the outsides, just pulling the paper twine around like that, and then went down and about another thumb top full and cut that there. And put this one on, I'm just going to use the Craft and Hobby glue. So I might just start from, I was thinking maybe put a nice bow down here at the bottom. So I'm going to start from halfway through the centre and just run, wow, that come out really fast. Run the glue around there, and I don't really want to try get the glue on the photo, so I'm just going as close to that edge as I can. I have to pull that down a bit. Okay, so I'll start just about in the centre and just press that down and pull that up to there. And give it a good press, just so that it gives it time for that glue to hold it down, and as close to the edge as possible. So there. A bit more there. And just put my fingernail on that corner there and pull that one that way. And hold it down. My fingernail and pull that side down, and then just press it down. And then just the same here, I put my fingernail there and press that up to there. And I can cut that excess bit off I've got there. There we go. Okay, so I really need to let that dry now. And while that's drying, I'm just going to grab another piece of this paper string. I keep calling it paper ribbon. That's okay. Let's just grab that and just bend those two there, bend those two there. I think I've cut a bit too much off. And pull that out to make a nice little bow. Just fiddle around with it a bit. Okay, so that's going to fit really nicely just there. Maybe just pull it in a bit more. Okay, cut those off. Alright, so that's going to go right there. So I'll glue that on now. Do I want that way? No, this way. So put that right just about there, and I'll just hold that for a second. So we've got that on there, and I didn't put any of these, oh, flat back pearls. Is that what they call them? I think so. Oh, I want the buttons. What do I do with the buttons? They're here somewhere. Got a couple of little buttons here. So that looks pretty. I like the buttons on there. So I'll put the buttons down. I like it up in that corner. I'll do it up there. Stick this one down up in that corner just there. Right, now I'm going to let all of that just really dry, and then I'm going to come back and put some of the dimensional magic on it, because pardon me, I just feel that it's going to protect that paper and make it last a lot longer, especially if it's going to be going on to their fridge, like with their cooking in the kitchen and things like that. Okay, so I've got to try and stay in frame. My buttons and string are pretty dry now, so I'm going to go all around the paper on the front of this with some of the Dimensional Magic Mod Podge. The Mod Podge. Yep, by Mod Podge. Okay. I pour some of this one here in my smaller bottle here because I just liked the feel of holding this bottle. So all I'm going to do is just start squirting out a bit and just go around in little circles. I go right up to the edge and then I go right down to that paper twine, and I'm just giving it a really nice thin coat and hopefully not getting too many bubbles in it, but it's easy to just pop the bubbles out if you have to. And I'm going to do that right around the edge, and then I'll just let it dry. I normally let mine dry overnight, but I think it's like maybe 2 hours dry time. I'm not really sure because I do let mine just dry overnight, like I said. And that just, to me, it just gives it a really nice coat of protection. So I'll just turn that around and go down this side now. And I just sort of push it down, make sure I cover it all. Go around the buttons. Turn that around. And I will just lift that side of the paper twine up, and that one. put some just down, all down there. Oh, and I've got some bubbles down there going, so I'm just going to push those out. And nearly there. Okay, so I'm going to push those things back down there. They'll stick in that dimensional magic. Well, I hope they do. Anyway, okay, so that's it. I'm just going to let that dry now, and it'll have a nice protective coat over it. And I'll be back on to finish it off. It's actually the next morning after I had put the dimensional magic around the outsides of my frame, and before it dried I actually just wrote a little tag that says Daddy's Girls, and I decided to put one of these flowers on there. They're just ones that I had in my own stash. They're the Portercraft. Really not sure where these are from. I think somewhere like maybe the Dollar Tree or something like that where I am. Okay, so the only thing left to do is to put the magnet on the back. So I've got my magnet sheet here, and just going to pull that up a bit. Let me see if that'll fit that way. It will too. So I might do that way. And I just use, like, this is sticky on this side here, but just so that I know it's going to stay on properly, I am just going to put some PVA glue on the back of this, and then I know it will be stuck good and won't come off, because you really don't want the magnet, this coming off the magnet when you've got it on the fridge, because I know my grandkids, they love pulling my magnets off the fridge and having a look at them and then putting them in a different place. Okay, so I think I'm hoping this will fit on there. Just line this corner and edge up. Yep, heaps of room. And just give that a nice press down. Squish out any of that extra glue. Right, and grab my scissors and I'll cut round that. Okay. Alright, so I'll move that out of the road. You could, it really is better off to wait until you've stuck the back on before you put on any other decorations, but I just thought I'd get it done. I popped in here last night to see how it was drying, and I thought, oh, let's just put a bit of decoration on it now. And I'll just cut this off here, so get rid of the excess strip of magnet there. Okay, and that's it. That looks so pretty. Okay, so I don't have my light on there. So I've got that one there, and that one, and then the one with the boys. The one with the boys, I also put a little, they're like little labels, and I've just put a bit of puffy tape, dimensional tape underneath, so it just brings it up a bit. This one says "Love You Dad." That one's got 2019 on it, and this is Daddy's Girls. So they're my gifts for my son-in-law for Father's Day for September, and they're so easy to make and they look so cool. And all the things except for the sticky back magnet sheet can be purchased from Aunty Vera Scrap and Craft. Okay, so thanks everyone. I hope you like them. I think they're just beautiful. They look so lovely, and I know Ronnie's just going to absolutely love them. Okay, you all have a great day, and I'll catch you later. Bye bye.